In this video, I'm going to show you how exactly to lower your A1C without any medication. Now, it's very possible to lower your A1C without medication. Of course, taking medication in some cases is absolutely necessary if you are in kind of the danger zone where you've gone beyond what natural health care can do. But there's never a time when changing your diet is just out of the question. You can lower your A1C without medication. It is very possible, and in this video, I'm going to discuss how to do it. It's actually very simple on paper, but difficult in real life, so we're going to discuss that too. The first thing is, on paper, here's how it's done. You stop eating anything with carbohydrates. You stop eating all processed foods. If you read a box and it has more carbohydrates than protein, then you need to stop eating it. What you'll find is this is ultimately the way to do it. In addition to that, you stop eating all vegetables and all fruits. Immediately your body goes into a survival state where it's going to stop using its stored glycogen and start mobilizing your body fat in order for energy to turn it into glucose. When that happens, you're going to find that there's a transition period, but if you starve your body of sugar, it's no longer going to have any sugar, and it's going to have to form its own sugar, and that's how it's done on paper. Now let's get to the nitty-gritty and figure out, well, how do we actually do this in practice? Because on paper it's easy, but it isn't so easy. So here's what you start doing. You start tracking your meals. Write down actually what you eat for breakfast, lunch, dinner. What do you have for snacks? And then firstly, start figuring out what the snacks are, and can you come up with some better snacks that are healthier for you, that do not have carbohydrates, such as seed and nuts. That's step one. Give yourself some time to adapt to that. That's what I would do, is instead of throwing the baby out with the bathwater and going balls to the wall and changing your diet to something radical that you're probably not going to stick with, would be to make small changes. So make changes in terms of your snacks first. Then as the weeks go by, start to eliminate the snacks from your diet. So now in theory, you're only eating breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Then what you can do is you can start to tackle dinner. If you can start to tackle dinner, because that's probably the most consistent meal that you're going to be eating, is to start figuring out what you can eat. Can you eat more lean meats? Can you eat fish? Can you eat chicken? Can you eat eggs? Can you stop eating so many carbohydrates? That is what you want to do first, is nail that diet, nail that dinner. Make it so that at least if breakfast and lunch are bad, you've got dinner down. Once you do that, then you start focusing on your lunch. Do you eat out all the time? Do you take lunch to work? Do you work? Can you eat at home? Is it something like that? Can you bring your lunch to work? And then you start figuring out, what am I eating for lunch? How can I get more lean meats, chicken, fish, eggs, anything that has protein and fats in it with a limited amount of carbohydrates? Then you start nailing the diet down. Now, if you want to go and join the cool kids club and just skip breakfast, that's fine. Don't eat breakfast. Don't feel pressure that you have to eat breakfast just because people told you when you were a child that you must eat breakfast, that it's the most important part of the day. If you're not hungry, stop force feeding yourself a breakfast. So eventually, over a period of time, what you're going to do is you're going to starve your body of the actual food that was causing the A1C to go up. If you starve yourself of sugars and carbohydrates, then your body will simply not have any reason to have a high A1C. Your body will start to change. You'll start to lose weight. You'll start to get more energy. You will actually start to have normal A1C, which means your pancreas is starting to function more normally. If that's the case, then if you want, you can start to reintroduce low glycemic index vegetables into your diet until you're pretty much level, and that is how you can lower your A1C naturally without any medication. So for many people, it's a tough decision. Should you go on a keto diet or not? If you do decide to go on it or you do not decide, very often it's difficult to get enough minerals in our body. And that's why today's video sponsor is Bioptimizers. They have a product called Magnesium Breakthrough, and Magnesium Breakthrough has 7 different types of magnesium, so you're totally covered. I take 2 tablets at nighttime. It's 500 milligrams of magnesium. First of all, helps me sleep like a baby, and it helps me with muscle recovery, and there are so many benefits to your cardiovascular system. It's not just about blood pressure, it's about how strong your heart beats, protecting your body from AFib, protecting your cardiovascular system so your blood pressure stays normal. There are many benefits of taking magnesium, but if you want to get a magnesium supplement, this is the best. So I'm going to put a link down below. There's a discount code for you, and give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, bell notification, and I will see you on the next video.